Good morning everyone, welcome to the next part of episode 106 of Dodds Diaries. Today is Thursday the 13th of July, it's now 10:34 and for me second full day in Italy. I'm going to be spending a full day in the city where I'm staying, Milan. Just look at that view out of the window of my hotel. That is amazing. That is down there. That's the skyline of Milan, with it being the financial capital of Italy. And look at that view down there. That's just amazing, that. So this is where I'm going to be spending the full day, exploring. And there's plenty of sights for me to see. But also I'm going to be doing the sightseeing tour on the bus as well. Now, looking at these clouds, potentially we could get a thunderstorm or so. There is some blue skies. And after that storm last night, when it does rain here, it is usually quite spectacular. I think there's a bit of a storm down there as I speak. I should have actually said buongiorno, which is good morning in Italian. Now, hopefully I could get maybe some spotting done at Milan Central if I buy a ticket somewhere. There is a rail strike on, but however, they are actually due to resume from about 3 o'clock this afternoon. So if I can't, then I'll not push my luck. I'll wait till I travel on a train before attempting to do so. I had no trouble at Venice yesterday, but it could have easily went wrong, but thankfully it did not. It's a bit late. I've had a little lie-in. It's 10:36. I've had it's a nice comfy bed, this air-conditioned room as well. So out I go. But here's another look at that view for today. The view here. And so out I go to that. So out I go. It is actually a little cooler today. It's about 23 degrees Celsius, which is a bit more comfortable. Still warm. Feels like more like a UK warmish temperature. But anyway, it is meant to get up to about 29-30 degrees today. Really, really hot. At the moment there's a huge heat wave sweeping across southern Europe and also down into mid and southern Italy. Right, buongiorno di Milano, good morning from Milan. I've come to the Duomo, Milan Cathedral, and that looks absolutely impressive to look at from the outside. This here is the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. Like most cities in Italy, these cities are absolute full of history. Like wherever you look, there's always something to take a picture at. So this is a Duomo Square. Got off the metro here. Now, hopefully, one of the days, I'm not planning to go inside if I get a ticket, but I would like to go to the rooftop of the Duomo see this and many others in travel guides and that, and finally I've come to see the sights, and it looks brilliant. Yes, it is. Now in about an hour's time, just from over here, I will catch the sightseeing bus that will take us on a 2-hour journey around this, what I think is a wonderful city. Just having a walk through the Galleria, and oh, this is just amazing. Absolute steeped in history, this. That's one of the historic trams that goes around Milan. So as well as the metro, you've got the buses, got the trolley bus as well, and the tram. And hopefully I will get on a couple of them, because they look quite good. Actually remind us of the older Blackpool trams. So walking back through the Galleria, which dates back to 1865. This. And right next to it is the Leonardo da Vinci Museum, which I don't think I'll have time to go in, but I think I'm sure it's worth a visit. And that looks like the Martini building at the very end. So there's a couple of different ones here. I've seen some of the modern ones. These are some of the older ones. And I think some of them, they sound very similar to the old Manchester Metrolink trams. And also the Birmingham ones. Looks like a good spotting location near the Duomo Square. I believe these trams were actually built by the same company that actually built the original Manchester Metrolink trams. But there's one of the modern ones just down there in the distance, up there. Right, so I'm on the sightseeing bus. There's plenty of sightseeing buses around Milan, like there is in many other cities. The one I've picked is this one. I picked the open tour. It's a 24-hour hop on and off ticket. What I've got. There are two lines. There's a blue one where you'll do it'll take 45 minutes. The other one I'm doing the fashion design and leisure. Milan, known for fashion, especially Fashion Week. It's going to take me 2 hours and 15 minutes to do the entire route, which I think for me will be the best way to get the most out of this city, especially being my very first time here. So I go around Milan, I'm wearing some earphones, so then I can get a bit of history, learn a bit. Already I'm loving it. Many famous musicians from Italy, the likes of Puccini, Giuseppe Verdi, Elgar, Luciano Pavarotti. Many of them have played here. Really see that this city is known for fashion, including George Armani. Looks amazing. Armani Hotel. Why not? This is Milan Central Station. At the moment there's still a strike on. I can't really see any picket lines at the moment, but anyway, that looks absolutely... It's the first time I've actually seen it in the daylight from the outside, and that does look really, really impressive. That's the Italian military over there. They're known as the military police are known as the Carabinieri over here. That looks absolutely impressive, that. financial district of Milan, which is the financial capital of Italy. So this is like the your Wall Street, City of London type. This is Garibaldi station. Garibaldi is actually a kind of biscuit as well. That one is a bit smaller than Milan Central.
This is one of the few stations in Milan. This is Milano Cardona, and let's see, ticket barriers in there, so that might be more. So there's actually 3 terminuses, the other 2 at Garibaldi and Centrale. So that looks very similar to the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. So that's RAI, that's I think the main broadcaster of Italy, so that's like the equivalent of the BBC. The Navigli Canal, and this is an area I've actually been thinking of coming down maybe tonight or on Saturday perhaps. Well, they do cruises on this canal down here. Back to the Duomo now, which is just over here actually. And here it is. I've had a fat It's been brilliant, this. Alright, come back to the Piazza, the Duomo. It's getting really, really hot now. It's now 2 o'clock. This is always the busiest part of Milan, and now that I've done the sightseeing tour, I've got lots more to go around and see. Now, you must be careful when you come to places like here, because there will always be a lot of scams going around. I think one of them just went past me and tried to offer us peanuts, but then that would then use that to try and pickpocket in that. So you've got to keep your wits about you. Over there in the distance is the Italian military police, which are known as the Carabinieri. Compared to our military police, the Carabinieri, they are seen out and about everywhere in Italy. They am loving it round here. I'm going to go and grab a bite to eat in just a moment, and then I'm going to do some more exploring around Milano. So I'm just doing one of my many walks. There's some of the trams there. So that's like one of the modern ones over there. And an example, so I've got a modern tram and an example of one of the original ones right here. down to get a bite to eat. But I'm trying to make sure I avoid all the tourist traps, as there are lots of them around here. Here's one of the Italian police cars down there, that blue Fiat. Polita is what they are. Alright, it's 15:25. I've got on the platform spotting at Milano Cardona, and I asked a member of staff, and actually he was a really friendly guy. He said, yeah, no problem, good English. So they do have enthusiasts here in Italy, like what they do in the UK, and I've seen lots of videos, so I'm going to do a bit of spotting here. Now, you can get trains to Malpensa Airport from here, and also Como, various other destinations as well. Now, of course, compared to Central, these are all commuter style trains, not double-decker ones over there as well. Let's hope things go alright. So these are the Lombardy regional trains run by Trenord. brass on the line down there. But looking at the Italian rail system, it does look well maintained, and compared to British rail, it's much cheaper as well. So that's Milan Cadorna station ticked off, and he was a very sound guy who I asked. Spoke good English as well. So that station was alright, but what are St Raleigh and Garibaldi stations like? That's going to be for me to find out this week. Meantime, I think I might go up to my hotel soon to rest. It is getting really hot now. It's about high 20s. But I know that where I'm going Monday next week is going to get mid 30s. I'm going to be sweltering it this week. Well, let's have a ride on one of the old trams. Right, of course, one of those trams down to past this place earlier on the sightseeing tour. This is one of the things when you come to new places, just trying to get your way around in that. That's the Arco della Pass. Which and also the Branca Tower is just in front of that as well. Actually, looks like the Arc de Triomphe, that. Now that I've sorted myself with the tram route, catch the number 10 tram. That'll take me round to Garibaldi station. This is the fun thing. Come to a new city, and you have to find your own way around. And I don't really go off tourist guides and that. So this is just part of the fun about it. Eventually I do find my way though. Right now I'm at Milan Porta Garibaldi. I think I'll be alright here. I'm going to do a half-hour spotting session here. Now trains are starting to return. There has been a strike on today, but from 3 o'clock onwards, Trentalia trains are now returning. Now this station has no ticket barriers, and part of it's covered, part of it's not covered. Hopefully it should be alright here. When I go to Lake Garda tomorrow, it will actually be Trenord that I go. I think I'll finish it here. I think I've got enough now, so I'm happy I've done 2 of the Milan terminuses. If I can get Centrale done perhaps another day, then that would be mission complete in Milan. In the meantime, I'm going to go and catch a couple of metros. I think I'm going to go back to my hotel to refresh before I come back out later on this evening. Busy Milan rush hour. And so I've come back to my room, bought myself a can of Birra Moretti, about €3.50. How they sell drink in Italy, it's different than the UK. UK's got half pint and pints, but here, I think the sizes are different. But this is the good thing with this room. I'm going to be talking about this view for a very long time. So I've locked the door, but look at this. Sun's going down, it's shining right across the skyline of Milan. And look at that. That looks absolutely stunning indeed. So there's towers and all that there that I've been looking at today while out sightseeing in the heat. We can see the, I think that's the, somewhere down there is the Branca Tower. Oh my god, this is absolutely lovely indeed. And see, some good weather for today. A little bit of cloud, sunshine, hot, getting up to about 28 degrees Celsius. So now, yeah, I'm going to rest here just to refresh up before I head back out. And then I'm going to be talking about this view for a very, very long time. Let's take another look at that. It's not far walk to the metro station, just literally further down there to the Sesto Morelli stop. Right, out I go again. It is now 8:25, freshened up. It's still humid. It is now, temperature-wise, still checking. It's 29 degrees Celsius. It's been a chance for me to see what Milan lit up at night in the city centre is like. I've seen it from the hotel bedroom window, but not actually in the city itself. So I'm going to do that tonight. What's nightlife and what's Italian nightlife like compared to British? So back down to my usual stop now. It's become something of a regular for me. Sesto Morelli. electrification, whereas the M1 line, that's got third and fourth rail electrification. For difference, I've gotten off at Centrale Station, and here it is, Milano Centrale, from the outside. It's the first time I've actually seen the station in the daylight from the outside. I got off around the side of it on Tuesday when I got off the bus from the airport, and that looks absolutely stunning indeed. This is actually one of the biggest stations in Europe. I think it might even be, maybe, I don't know if it's bigger, I think it is bigger maybe than Paris Gare du Nord station perhaps, but certainly one of the biggest I've been in my life. Bigger than St Pancras and King's Cross and all that. So the trains have now returned back to normal. They were only on strike till about 3 o'clock today. I'll be back here tomorrow morning when I go to me next destination. Rather catching Metro Line 3 to the Piazza Duomo, I'm actually going to walk it from Centrale to there. It's a nice evening and warm. Not too hot, it's been nice and cool as well. Right, so just been in for the tea, had lasagna and a Bex. Came to €16, but typically in Italy what they do is they add on a service charge. Only about €1 on this occasion, which was alright. Some places add on €2.50 in euros. So I'm going to walk down to the cathedral. I'm going to walk, instead of getting the metro, it's nice enough to have a walk. Thankfully I don't think any rain's forecasted tonight, that's a relief. So what I've paid for a lasagna, €11 that was. That's actually quite good. And by not doing it in the tourist area, it's therefore become a bit cheaper as well. I've been taking advice from friends. It's a bit different in the UK because I know what places are like for food anyway. It's a very long walk from Centrale Station to the Duomo. I'd say 25 minutes at least. Maybe I should have took the metro, but I just fancied a walk instead. I've seen lots of clothing shops around. Milan, known for its fashion. At least 2 weeks every year the hosts Fashion Week. That's what this city's known for. Shouldn't be far away now. Just been following the tram track. But yeah, I think I should have took the metro. Because I am now sweltering out here. It's 27 degrees. It is really warm tonight. made it to the Duomo, and this is my first time to see it lit up at night, and it looks absolutely fantastic lit up at night. And look at the Galleria. What an absolute astonishing building. Lit up at night, that's even better. Honestly, what the Italians have built over the over hundreds and hundreds of years is absolutely astonishing. As I said, I think Italy is a country that is steeped in history. Well, as you've just seen the pictures there, I had a delicious free scoop gelato ice cream cone, had a strawberry sorbet, chocolate and cannella in it, which is like a cinnamon flavour, and of course I had a chocolate cannoli. Them cannolis are absolute to die for, honestly. Absolute delicious. It's a real good buzz around the Duomo at night time. But I will be here at least a few more times between now and next week. It's probably where I'm going to end up finishing the night before I jump on the metro ahead back to my hotel tonight. But first full day in Milan, honestly, it's been a lovely one. Still got plenty more to see between now and next week. So I've come to another end of, so far, my fabulous holiday in Italy, and today I've spent all day in Milan getting my way around the city and that, and honestly I've loved it. I've been to the Duomo, not been in it. If I have time I could try and go in there
at some point. Well, to be honest, I do actually just want to go to the rooftop of it rather than inside. Done the sightseeing tour, that took 2.5 hours. I recommend you do the sightseeing tour, especially if a city you've not been to before. It gives you a really good way to see the city and get to know it when you use the earphones and that. And I've done some train spotting here in Milan. I did Milan, Cadore. That's the ticket barrier, and actually he spoke good English, and honestly he was really friendly, and he said, "You want to go and see the trains?" Yeah, honestly, he let us through the barrier and then onto the station, and honestly that was really good. As I said, they do have real enthusiasts here in Italy. There's plenty of videos on YouTube, so they are used to them, just like what they are in the UK. And then I did Garibaldi Porta station. It was a bit of a complicated layout station, but there wasn't really that much there, just the Trenord trains, so I did just a few of them. But I'm hoping I can try and look at Milano Centrale station between now and next week. And then I've been back into the city tonight, had lasagna, that was really nice. And had a look around the Galleria and the Duomo at night time, lit up at night. They're brilliant. Oh, one thing. So, may as well show you. Just to show you where I am on the map in the world now, I'm going to show you on Google Maps where I am now. If I try it, turn the lights off, yeah. So I'll zoom out. So here's where my hotel is. So here is Milan. This is the state capital. This is the capital of the Lombardy region. To the south there, you've got Genoa, and some lovely places down there. You've got like San Remo down there. Also down there you've got Portofino. That's meant to be a lovely, very chic seaside harbour town, and also the Chic Terry down there as well. Just to the north of Milan here, Como, Bergamo are there, and then literally just very near the border of Switzerland, which is there. You've got Switzerland, Liechtenstein and Germany just to the north of Italy. And this way, this heads towards Verona and Venice. And then, of course, so when you look at Italy, it's just like a boot. You can see down there, that's Sicily, down there, Corsica, that's France there, and then of course at the boot of Italy, no, that's not Sicily, Sardinia, sorry, that's Sardinia, that. And then of course you got here, there's Sicily, Palermo and that, and then up towards the ankle of Italy into Naples, and there's Rome there. And there you've got, and then of course up you got heading towards Florence, Bologna, and to the east Rimini, San Marino. That's the microstate San Marino. It's got the worst ever football team as well. Here is the This is the Emilia Redo area. This area was severely impacted by flooding a couple of months ago. You've probably seen it in the news. I had to cancel the Grand Prix round there. And this town, Bolzano, is actually mainly a German-speaking town. I do have quite a good bit of knowledge of this country. This is a country that's been in my heart for such a long time, since I was a kid. Oh yeah, there's Turin there. So, and then France is just to the west of Italy. This is a country I've had my heart on since I was a kid for a holiday, and finally it's been a pleasure coming here. Thank you for watching this part. I will see you in the next part. Good night.